Good morning. Peace and blessings. Happy Monday. How's everybody doing today? All right, y'all. Well, today is a moon day, and the moon is in Aries. The moon is the moon is like a satellite or something like that. It's not a planet. The moon only is connected to the Earth. It doesn't really have any. It's the energy system. Like it holds our gravitational pull and the water, and it regulates our. It brings forth light at night because it's reflection, right? So the moon is that. And the moon is currently in Aries, and Aries is where we begin again. Aries is where we come back to the I am presence. I think the thing that I really love so much about astrology, and especially the moon and following the moon, is that it's doing the same thing, but it brings the cycle of it. It always brings us back to ourselves. It brings us back to the things that we get to focus on and the aspects of ourselves that come from within us. And there's something about it that's so sacred. The sacredness of it, like the experience that I have, that I'm beginning to have more and more and more, because I've been doing this work now for about 12 years, where I've been following the moon every day, is that it helps me unravel my old thought patterns and ways of being. It helps me see how I constructed realities and belief systems that were false, that were illusions, that were maybe handed down to me or that I inherited. It helps me see it, right? So like, for instance, there was a time when I really believed that being a black person meant I was handicapped. I really believed that in my soul, because, not in my soul, but in my mind and in my ego, because the world reflected that to me based upon the indoctrination that my father gave to me, right? Because he was always very angry, and white people and white people and white people, and then I bought into that. So when I bought into that, I started to live it out. I started to seek it. I started to perceive it. I started to choose into it, right? Same things with things about women or sexuality, all the beliefs, right? Like behaviors. And as I do the moon work, and every day I'm like, where's the moon? The moon is in Aries today. Aries is about the self. Well, what is it that I have believed about myself? Well, I believe that I have in the past believed that I'm not going to be able to live the life that I want to live because I'm black. I have in the past believed that, being a woman meant that I have to behave this way or that way or that way because of the cultural norms. I have in the past believed that. But now, because I get to evolve and grow, I get to take on a new belief system. I get to challenge my old belief and ask the spirit of the divine, the goddess, the God power, to help me shift that mindset into a new reality. And when I do, it does. It shifts, and a new thing happens, and new things occur. When I tell you guys, like, I have experiences, because when I transform my perception, it transforms everything, right? So I have experiences. Like, I used to really believe that men were that I was subject to them, that I couldn't have what I really wanted in my experiences with men. And the more I shift and heal on the inside, I get to watch men come to my feet and say, what can I do? What do you want? And I'm aware of, like, oh, I had a belief that I would never be able to have this. So I don't even know what I want, because I just was always fighting inside. And now as I begin, it's like, okay, what do I want? What do I actually want? And recognizing that it's the external has to follow the internal. So my internal masculine has started to be in service to my internal feminine. And because my internal masculine is now in service to my internal feminine, the external masculine is now in service to my external feminine, because the reality has to, as above, so below, as above, so below. So I've had to do a tremendous amount of work around opening my heart, shifting my mind, and I'm doing it all the time. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. But the more I do it, the more I begin to see the experiences of it on a daily basis. Things just begin to happen because I think them. Right? And I don't even have to do anything, because the feminine is a magnet. All I have to do is align myself to the frequency of that which is I am desiring, and when I do that, it comes into manifestation. So today is a moon day, and the moon is the inner world. It is the mother. It is the creator. And when we understand as women, that we are the creative portal by which everything comes into this reality, there are people out here who will say, and let me say, I'm not trying to dismiss the masculine or men. We can't dismiss men. That's not what I'm trying to do. But we have an internal masculine and feminine, and when we activate that inside of ourselves, you are whole in and of yourself. You don't need anything external to make you whole. Your wholeness is a divine appointment from the divine within you. When you breathe in the feminine. When you exhale the masculine. So when you understand your own wholeness, then you can create whatever you desire. Because I had an idea that I couldn't do that because just because of the programming, it was like, I can't be more than a man. I can't do this without a man. That's programming. It's conditioning. It's not true. It's not true. You are an independent soul. You're connected to the whole, but you are enough in and of yourself. You don't have to wait on anything external to create what it is you desire. So today, the moon is in Aries. And Aries, this is the last day of the cycle that we are in, right? Because we're going to start a new moon cycle tomorrow. This next moon cycle is going to be the moon in Leo. I encourage you guys to join. If you want to open up into a deeper experience of love for yourself, within yourself, what I want you to know is that the love that you seek externally, when you can begin to cultivate it within yourself, it will show up externally in ways that blow your fucking mind, okay? All I can do is say it. When you can open your heart fully to who you really are, what shows up in your external reality as love will be something that is so magical, so mystical, so divinely designed to you specifically, it will blow your fucking mind. There is no love like the love between you and the universe, you and yourself, you and your ancestors. There is no love like it. And when you have it, what you then experience externally will fuck you up. Will blow you away. Will blow you away. So if you want to experience that kind of love, this new moon in Leo cycle is going to be revolutionary. It starts on the 20th. You have until the 23rd to register. But we are going to be opening the heart and opening the portals of love for ourselves. And then that is the key to the most magnificent love affair that you could ever have, because it has to be anchored in the love that you have for yourself. So, and it's everything. It's about your value. It's about, and if you don't know your value, if you are not fucking in love with yourself, nobody else can be in love with you more than you're in love with yourself. And I didn't know this. I just want y'all to know that I didn't know it, but I know it now. And I know that that is the absolute truth of how it is. All right, you all. So today, the moon is in Aries. We are beginning a cycle again, coming home to the self. Who are you? Who are you, right? And it's absolutely understanding your identity. So today, you want to be in the energy of just being with the question of like, who am I? Who am I really? What am I up to? What am I here for? What is my purpose? How can I best activate my power, my energy, my gifts? How can I live into the truth of who I am? How can I answer the question that my soul is asking? How can I be the example of love, of creativity or power in only ways that I can? All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. Have a beautiful day. I'm the Moon Mama.